Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. And thank you all so much for all of your likes, subscribes, comments, shares, as well as donations. I appreciate you all so much. Today's pick a card reading is an interesting one. We are going to see, what does the person on your mind tell their friends about you? And this is dealing with the current energy. In front of me, I have 3 different options, each with a different image. Choose the one that really calls out to you. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Okay, let's get started. Group number 1. Okay, so what does your person tell their friends about you? Okay, group number 1. So right away, we start off this reading with this 9 of Cups. Okay, so normally when I see the 9 of Cups, I'm like, ooh, okay, yeah, wish fulfillment. Like this person's wish has been granted. But in your guys' case, I'm actually getting kind of a different story, okay? So although the 9 of Cups is like a wish fulfillment, it can also typically be a very single card with that 9 here, okay? So I actually, when I saw this, I got the impression that your person was like, woo, like they broke free from something, namely the connection with you guys. And I was like, ooh, like what a way to start off this reading. But then as I tapped into the energy further, it started to make sense. So I feel like it's not necessarily that your person feels free from you, okay? I just feel like you guys were kind of going round and round and not really getting anywhere with how you guys were both currently viewing the situation, as well as how you were communicating, okay? And it was like you both had to break off communication, like you both had to break off from this connection is what I'm seeing. And that's not to say that the connection is over. It's just like the way things were going, things weren't really going anywhere productively, you know? So what I'm getting though from that is it's kind of like this person, it's like, I feel like they've told their friends, like they know you're good for them. But at the same time, I feel like they don't feel like they're ready for you, given where they feel like they're at in life is what's coming through here. So some of you might be dealing with somebody younger or less mature than you emotionally, okay? I'm getting something like that coming through. Okay, so that's for the majority of you that chose this pile. For the rest of you, I actually feel like your person is already with somebody. Okay, so that's going to be for a smaller portion of you. So it's kind of like, even though ultimately you guys are like this person's wish, I'm getting like they can't do anything about it right now. Okay, with the 8 of Pentacles reversed, I feel like there is a lack of action there. This person, for some reason, feels like they can't put in the work to make this work currently. That's not to say in the future they won't, but as of right now. And it like hurts them, okay? But they still feel connected. They still check out your social media. I feel like you guys might even still communicate with the person who is taken. But for the rest of you, what's coming through is the person had to break free from this connection to regain a new perspective. But I currently see that they're not putting any action towards making it work either. But in the meantime, I do feel like they're really like upset, you know, and heartbroken and hurt that you two aren't together. Like there is a part of this person, even if they don't feel like they're currently ready in life, who feels like, you know, you are their wish though. Okay, and they still check out your social media. So what this person is telling their friends is it's like they know like you're good for them. They know like, you know, you're a catch. But at the same time, they don't feel like they currently can make it work. They might open up about how hurt they are over this, but then again, they might not. I feel like their friends know though, especially their close friends, you know. This person does feel like you're the person who could be the one, who they do view like a wish, but again, I'm just getting like, don't feel like they're where they need to be at to be with you is what I'm getting. Okay, so a little further, let's dive in a little deeper. Okay, so They do view you guys as being attractive, okay? So like a mega babe. I do feel like they tell their friends about, you know, how attractive you are. And there is something about music, okay? Like I feel like songs remind your person of you. So I feel like, you know, you two not being together, that just kind of like makes them feel even more like they miss you and they're, you know, feeling hurt that you guys aren't together is what I'm seeing. And I do feel like this person, you know, kind of dreams about, oh, what would it be like if we were to get back together, you know, and go all in with this connection. Because I do feel like your person overall feels like their happiest, most free, you know, fun times were when they were with you. But there's just something going on where I feel like, you know, this person and you, okay, so when I saw this card, that tells me like, okay, first of all, with the Lovers and the Five of Swords next to each other, that tells me that you guys definitely have chemistry and passion. You're very attracted to each other. But I feel like sometimes like you guys just don't get along when it comes to communicating, okay? So maybe like things turned into fights that it's almost like shouldn't have turned into fights. Like just nobody was communicating correctly. You know, well, I don't want to say like correctly, but like in a way that would like be solution oriented. And I feel like, you know, just kind of this petty vibe and a mirroring going back and forth and nobody really getting anywhere. So it's kind of interesting to me. And that's where I feel like, you know, you just both felt like you had to break free, even though you didn't want to, is the overall theme coming through for this. And it's kind of like, I'm just getting, okay, so the song that hits me when I see these two cards is like, sometimes all I think about is you, late nights in the middle of June, heat waves been faking me out, can't say you're happier now. Okay, yeah, I feel like you guys are the type that, whether you've done this or not, so even after you've broken things off, you still might see each other and have kind of like this passionate reunion, you know, and like a rendezvous. And, you know, you both think, oh yeah, like, you know, this feels right, we should be together. And then once you get talking about where you guys are currently at and whatever, you know, issues are in the relationship, it's like all of a sudden you two don't see eye to eye, or you're not communicating in a way that resolves anything. And I feel like you're both like, I can't do this. Like I see that, okay? But what's interesting is like with the faking me out, it's almost like you guys think, oh, but we can continue to see each other even if we're not calling it anything. And then I feel like you guys just end up feeling hurt again because you're not together. Okay, so there's an interesting cycle like that. And if you guys aren't doing that, then there's just something going on with this connection where it's like you guys are so like still connected, even not being together, you know, like that. The two that should be a couple but aren't a couple, and it's like, and really if you just constructively like communicated what was going on, then, you know, you guys would be a great match for each other. But it's kind of like playing a game where maybe you two are like texting every day, you know, but you're not in a relationship, but it's like, it's where your heart is. And then it's kind of like, because you two aren't together, you know, it's kind of like reliving that hurt of that reality. So some of you are either texting all day or still seeing each other, you know, but not calling it anything. And I just get this cycle of like getting hurt all over again. So I feel like their friends know that if you guys are doing that, okay? And it's kind of like, you know, just kind of fooling yourself is what I'm getting with like acting like, oh yeah, we're cool, we can do this, you know, but it's like, but deep down, you both want the relationship. It's just like nobody is coming to terms with that, you know, and just facing this head on. Whatever it was that broke you two up is what I'm seeing. In fact, some of your person's friends might even have suggested to them, hey, you know, like, let's reverse this Eight of Pentacles, and maybe some of them might have told your person to actually just kind of talk to you. You know, have a heart-to-heart conversation and see where you're at with this. But instead, it's almost like your person would rather be in their feels and watch you and do whatever it is you guys are doing. Maybe it's texting here or there or every day or seeing you, but on a more casual basis, you know, like friends with benefits type non-committal thing. But honestly, I'm feeling like you guys are it's kind of like playing around with, you know, with what's really going on here is what I'm seeing. Okay, group number 1, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Group number 2. Okay, so what is your person telling their friends about you? Okay, group number 2. So right away, what I'm seeing with your guys' cards is with the 5 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so I feel like you guys definitely felt like you both were shut out from each other's lives. But at the same time, the 5 of Pentacles is reversed. So that tells me that there is an opening, like there is a door that's opening in communication between you two. So I don't know if somebody like clicked like or hearted somebody's status or pic or something. Like there's just like something that kind of has broken the ice, so to speak, as far as this connection goes. Or maybe somebody texted somebody something simple, okay? I just feel like there's been some kind of acknowledgement between the two of you, okay? So it's like really small, but it's still there compared to just feeling completely shut out. Or maybe somebody added somebody on social media. I'm just getting something like that, okay? But I really do feel like, though, your person, like as soon as I saw the Hermit reversed, you know, that's kind of like being alone, but not like really choosing it, whereas the Hermit upright is choosing it. So it made me feel like your person all of a sudden is just feeling like, that song came to me like, lonely, I'm so lonely, I have nobody for my own. Oh, okay, so like, yeah, all of a sudden like that came through strong. And I feel like this isn't really, to me, the type of person that would like openly say that. Okay, so I find it interesting, honestly. Like I'm getting a lot of what they wouldn't admit to people that's coming through for each pile. But either way, yeah, I do feel like this person tells their friends, though, overall, like, hey, like, what do you, like, they know that your person still wants a shot with you, okay? That's, like, what's coming through here. Regardless of how they're acting, this is how they're feeling. Yeah, and with the High Priestess, okay, so it's kind of like something is to be revealed, okay? So, like, they might not have outwardly, like, really come forward and made it obvious that they'd like to communicate with you, but I feel like whenever I see the, you know, High Priestess, it's like saying it's coming, okay? Like, there's stuff going on in the background that you don't quite yet see up front just yet, okay? So yeah, actually that does make me feel like they are actually talking, and they're going to talk to their friends even more so before they really make it known that they want to communicate with you again, is what I'm seeing there. Also with the High Priestess, I feel like you two are very connected to each other, okay? Like neither one of you were over this connection. So it's almost like it doesn't matter if you two have communicated or seen each other or not. It's like you guys feel each other's presence. It's almost like you know what each other is like going through even without, you know, communicating. It's like that 5D connection, okay? Okay, so to take this even further, okay, it's interesting to me that even though this is an Earth card, the Two of Pentacles, it's very fiery, okay? So I'm definitely getting that this person, the Two of Pentacles, they're trying to really, you know, I feel like they are very focused on themselves right now and really bettering themselves as well as their life. And they're trying to stay balanced while juggling all of life's responsibilities is what I'm seeing. So, but their passion for you has like never dwindled, okay? Okay, so yeah, this person is highly attracted to you guys with the Ace of Wands here. You know, if you have social media, I feel like they're checking it out, and I'm actually getting the impression with this card in particular, okay, I just get this very spontaneous vibe coming through, and I always feel like she's kind of like dancing. And I feel like this person is going to, when they do contact you, possibly like take you dancing or something different, you know? I'm just getting the impression they want you to go out and have fun, let loose, and just like have a good time is what I'm getting. And they want to be close to you, okay? I'm just getting that, like, this person really misses, like, holding you. As far as what they tell their friends, though, I think they might be kind of throwing around ideas, like, before hitting you up, is what I'm getting with that. Like, hey, what do you think, like, if I did this, or I said this, or I took them out here? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting with that. Okay, so with this card, I definitely feel like this person finds you guys to be trendy, okay? There's something about your style that's unique, and I feel like you guys are unique. So it just, like, you know, is all like an outer reflection of how you are, and I feel like this person's intrigued by you, okay? I actually feel like this is very much like how your person sees you. It's somebody who's kind of like a free spirit, just kind of flowing through life, you know? You might even like to dance, just a very creative, fun, spontaneous, fiery individual. And yeah, I feel like they love that about you. You also, okay, they also think you guys are very chill and cool. So there's definitely this laid back energy to you guys. You could even be a fire sign, you know, and have like kind of like this spontaneous, passionate energy about you, but also very laid back. I feel like they tell their friends, like, yeah, like, you guys are like the perfect, like the, honestly think they think you guys are their perfect match, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, just you're a very awesome combination of like fiery and fun, flirty, spontaneous, and yet chill, laid back, and cool, all at the same time. Yep, and then we have the diamond or gem card here. So again, like, I do feel like this person overall feels like you are the person for them. And I do see with the Hierophant, like, this person does want a commitment. So it's almost like whatever caused you to not, you know, take this further and cut off from the connection. For some of you, it might just be that you never quite took off, or you got off on the wrong foot, is what I'm seeing. I don't feel like it was anything too major, or even if you do consider it major, I'm just really seeing like all this passionate, fiery cards, and like, you know, just them feeling like you could be the one, possibly. Like, I don't feel like, you know, I think their friends know this too. I actually feel like this person is pretty open about it. So, okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so what does your person tell their friends about you? Okay, group number 3. So right away, what I'm seeing with your guys' cards is that your person is coming across like, honestly, with the 2 of Cups, I got like a surprising feeling of like emotion and connection from this person. And I say surprising because dominantly, they're coming across like the King of Swords here, okay? So like overall, their emotion seems very cool, calm, and collected, you know, and that's a very intellectual person who's very observant, and they don't really reveal their emotions. So I feel like this would even be kind of a surprise to you as well. Although I do feel like this person opens up when they want to. So I feel like your person kind of goes back and forth as far as the connection with you goes and what they reveal to their friends. I feel like, you know, when the mood strikes them, I feel like, and they feel optimistic about this connection, that they might open up to their friends about, you know, how it would be something kind of like casual. This person is kind of a person who just kind of wants to, you know, drop some kind of important detail in like a casual conversation so as not to make it sound too heavy, is what I feel. So they might be like, oh yeah, so, you know, I might hit up so-and-so later. And then the friends might be like, what? Like, oh, you know, like they would be more the ones that would be like, for real? Like, yeah, so. And then I feel like the person goes, you know, 1 minute from wanting to, you know, kind of talk about you guys to the next minute not, and just going about things their own way. Or they might even tell themselves and getting a little bit of denial of their feelings with this card that, you know, like, I'm fine without them, you know, kind of that feeling of better luck with the next person, even though I don't feel like that's what they want. In fact, here's what's interesting though. You and your person are mirroring back though this kind of like poker face, stoic nature, okay? So I feel like your person views you also like the King of Swords, or we could say Queen of Swords. Okay, so it's kind of like your person can't quite get a read on you either. Okay, like they feel like you're not really giving any indication whether or not you miss them, you still have feelings, you want to give this another go or what. So I feel like that's when they kind of become the King of Swords. Okay, so yeah, it's interesting. But here's also what's showing up. So with the Four of Pentacles, now upright, this card is a very like, you know, guarded heart. I'm not letting anyone in. I'm protecting myself. But with it reversed, it's actually saying though, somebody is starting to soften and open their heart to the possibility of this connection is what I'm seeing. So I feel like, again, I'm getting a very back and forth like vibe from this person. I feel like, you know, one minute they may even come across to their friends, you know, after saying any little bit of hope or that they're going to hit you up like, oh, you know, like I'm moving on, you know, and they could act like they're entertaining other people. But I'm getting a very solo vibe. So even if they have entertained others, I'm really getting that, you know, it hasn't either gone anywhere or their heart's just not in it is what I'm seeing. But anyway, so when their heart starts to open up with this Four of Pentacles reversed, I feel like that's when they start to, you know, mention you again. So there's a very back and forth vibe going on. And maybe you and this person are texting spontaneously, okay? Like, and that is what's coming across. Like one minute I'm feeling emotion, the next I'm feeling kind of this coldness, then emotion. And actually, we have the Ace of Cups next. So... and again, with the heart, yeah, so I feel like you're both, like there's a part of you that it's almost like there's that heart connection. And okay, this is also coming through for some of you. I actually feel like I wouldn't be surprised if you guys didn't get like drunk text from this person. I feel like it's kind of like that liquid courage is coming through. And that's kind of when they allow themselves to open their heart and communicate with you guys, like what they truly feel, or like anything that's remotely heartfelt, okay? And for some of you, that could be you even, okay? So, or both of you. Take what resonates with that. But yeah, then we have like the Judgment card. So that tells me, you know, that's like a fresh start, a clean slate. This person deep down really does want to, I feel like, you know, have a fresh start with you is what I'm seeing. And then with my cards here, okay, so we have oops. That tells me that this person wants to come back around and apologize for their part in this connection not taking off or whatever went down between you guys, okay? So they're coming back around with a more mature attitude, and I do feel like, you know, they do feel like they're different than the last time that you two saw each other. I feel like you feel the same. Like you're not the same person either. So that Judgment card goes for both of you. And they are still highly attracted to you guys, okay? So I feel like they might be telling their friends this as well, you know, like that you're going to have a heart-to-heart conversation. I feel like their friends know that they're highly attracted to you. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, you have social media and they're not checking out your pics and stuff. But yeah, there was definitely this feeling, though, of just walking away from this connection and really nobody taking ownership or responsibility for what went down, you know, like either person, I feel. Just a very mirroring connection going on. With the Knight of Pentacles, so that tells me as the outcome card that this person overall does want to come back around. It's just that's a very slow but deliberate energy, okay? And actually, even though like this initially is like my walking away movement card, it's like because it's aligned with this, I do feel like this is actually them walking towards you, okay? Very deliberate. What's also interesting about these cards is like we had water and then an air card, arcana, major arcana, and then earth. So, you know, it's kind of like a process I'm seeing. It's like you both have to open your heart again and then really give each other that clean slate, and then just be more like, come back with a more slow but deliberate energy. Okay, because initially you guys might have been very fiery, very passionate. Things were, you know, quicker, but things like got heated faster. Okay, this Earth energy has a more mature energy, like really building this relationship from the ground up, you know. Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.